Hello guys and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Central, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a level 65 gearing guide. As always guys, feel free to leave your feedback in the comment section below and I hope you enjoyed the video. Okay guys, if you remember from my last gearing guide video for the level 60, then you'll remember that I told you that the comms gear is the worst gear to use for maximum DPS or tank efficiency or healing efficiency during raids. Okay, so they have changed the currency that we used to buy gear with from the comms vendor, or now data crystal vendors, whatever you want to call those now. They still are the worst gear in the game for raiding. I mean, you really shouldn't be using that gear just for raiding. The only time that you should be using any gear from the comms vendors, I'm going to call them the comms vendors because that's just what I know them as, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. The only time that you should be using gear from those vendors is as a temporary solution. So do not use them and stick with them. Only use them as a temporary solution. The best place to get the gear from is the operations vendor. So the way you get gear from the operations vendor is by winning drops in raids. So story mode is now Raffle Stomp, since every single story mode op we have now is quite literally a story mode op. It's just for the story. At least that's how I'm explaining it, because they are just so goddamn easy. So if you guys want to kit yourself out in a full set of story mode gear, go right ahead, because it is so easy to do. Anyone can do it. The hard mode gear is not so easy to get, but it's still obtainable, and it's the second best gear in the game at this current time. So I'm not going to tell you guys too much about the gear from the operations vendor, because you just need to go there and take a look yourself. And I'm going to give you guys something really cool near to the end of this video, and you're going to really love it. Okay, I promise you, you're going to love it. Okay, so just a quick tip for anybody gearing at this moment in time. Now obviously getting your set bonus for your character is going to take quite some time, especially if you don't have alts to trade over through legacy gear and that sort of thing. So a very quick way to get the set bonus for your character and increase your DPS is to take the PvP gear. Now I don't mean take the full amount of PvP gear, although we'll get to that in a second actually. If you just take the arm rings out, you can just use the set bonus and still have the stats from the higher end gear that you may have obtained during raids. At least this way you're going to get the set bonus and increase your DPS or your tanking efficiency or your healing efficiency to whatever manner. It is a very great way to get your set bonus, and it's a lot faster than raiding, especially since now we can transfer our Warzone comm. Okay, so I'm just going to make a quick point. Some people might disagree with me on this, but I'd say it's actually fairly obvious, is that some of the PvP gear is a lot better than the 208 rating PvE gear. Okay, so if you have a lot of PvP commendations and ready to use them, then go ahead and spend them and just kit your character out in a full set of PvP gear, because it'll be better than anything else that you can get for PvE. At least the lower end of PvP stuff, okay, not the higher end stuff, okay. Do not go nightmare raiding with PvP gear, okay. You're gonna hit some ignore lists that way. So if you want to just get your entry level, of basic gear for raiding, then you could probably do it with a full set of PvP gear. Not that it would matter, since in story mode ops you're going to get your bolster. But again, it's just a quicker way to get some gear ready for raiding. Okay, so augmenting your character is always an important thing. Make sure that you are augmenting your character. Make sure you augment everything. Okay, this is very, very important. Do not skimp out. Like I said before, you do not have to take the purple augments. Okay, you take the purple augments if you want to maximize your stats, but it is okay to take the lower grade, and that's the blue ones. You can take those if you can't afford, or if you can't craft the purple ones, then it's definitely okay to use the blue ones. Okay guys, this is what I have to show you. It's really, really cool. Now some of you are going to look at this and be like, oh my god, I've seen this, I don't like it, I do not use this at all. Although some of you might look at it and just see a bunch of words and not know what any of it means. Some of you might be like, okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, so I'm just going to explain to you really quickly what this is. This is a post that somebody's made on the forums of Star Wars The Old Republic, on the forums, on the official website. And it's a theory crafted stat distribution guide, or at least that's what I assume it is. That's what it looks like, or at least that's what it says in the forum itself, in the post itself. Okay guys, so in this post we have a complete theory crafted guide for DPS, tank and healer stats for every single class and every single spec. Now how I would recommend using this is going by the guideline that this poster has made for us very nicely. A huge shout out goes to this guy. Amazing work, and everyone involved with the post. Definitely go check out this guide, bookmark the page and use it as a guideline. Now the thing is with this theory crafted thing, what you need to do is you need to test it yourself. You need to go by this guideline and then change anything that you feel is necessary to heighten your DPS, your tank or healing effectiveness. That's the way it's going to work. Make sure you read through this post very clearly because it's going to give you a super great guide for stats on any class, any spec. Okay guys, this will save you from sitting here for nearly 2 hours listening to me explain everything. Okay, this is going to save you and me a lot of time. So go check out this post, find your class, find the spec that you are using and go by that guideline and then tweak it wherever you feel is necessary. What I'm showing you now is just a quick feature footage of my Sentinel in the combat spec. I have been using this guideline that's in this forum. I haven't completely finished my Sentinel's gear. I'm still working on that. I do still need the relics and I believe the earpiece as well. But my Sentinel's DPS is quite desirable at this moment in time. You know, it's not amazing. It's not the highest DPS you'll see in the game at this moment in time. There are definitely people out there who are a lot better than me at DPS. But the DPS that you can see me doing now is by going from this guideline. So it's just sort of like a little bit of evidence that you guys can see that this guideline is getting results. Okay, this guideline is definitely getting results. It's definitely getting DPS. And my friend Telly can even confirm that it's definitely getting results for the healing side of things, and I can also confirm that it's getting results for the tank side of things. So make sure you check this out guys. Okay guys, so basically the point of the video is to still go by the operations gear vendor. Now it's really hard to explain how to gear properly because it's just so simple. You'd think it's really difficult, but it's not. It's so simple. Only go by the drops that you get in operations when it comes to just completing your set of gear. Never just stop on gear that you got from the commons vendors or the now crystal vendors. Always complete your set with the operations gear vendor because it will be the best gear that you can obtain in the game. Also, when you're going through this forum post, you'll see that the forum poster has made a guide for each specific tier of gear. So there is one for the 216 gear, one for the 220 gear, and one for the 224 gear. Okay, so if you've kit your character out in a full set of 216 gear, then that stat line, that distribution is going to be perfect. And same with the 220 and same with the 224. I apologize if I haven't explained any of this well enough for you to understand. I am perfectly happy to answer any questions down in the comment section. So if you guys have any questions, just shoot them away and I will do my best to answer. Okay guys, that's my time. I have no idea what that was, but okay, yeah, see you in the next video guys. Bye.